I'm wearing green today for the heart chakra color. And I'll have my Ganesh over here guiding me. So we can start in that supported fish. I'll say a few things while you're actually laying down. So I didn't actually, my blocks are somewhere over there. So I'll just put a pillow. So you'll put the block, in between the shoulder blades if you have a block, and one behind your head. You'll put the pillows, right by the shoulder blades. And you don't need one by the head if you don't want to. If this feels good, you just want your chest elevated and your palms out, facing up. You can bring the bottoms of the feet to touch. You can extend them. You can also open up as wide as the mat and bring the knees to touch. That might feel good for the lower back. So choose any position where your chest feels a little bit elevated. If you roll a blanket too, you can roll it to, half 6 inches or something. Roll it a few times and you can lay that down and put your shoulder blades on top of that. So that'll help lift as well. So, all right. And then take a couple breaths and settle. Take a couple deep breaths through the nose and maybe just exhale through the mouth. Couple times, few times, whatever you need to just let anything go. If your mind was racing, or if you have any thoughts, or even if not, if it just feels good. And then once you've finished letting go, you can just start to breathe through the nose. And so we practice yoga, meditation, self-care, mindfulness. We practice all those things to feel some sort of way, whether it's happy or inspired or calm. And let's be reminded that there is a path from this, between this practice, any of these practices, with our final destination. So there's a space in between that we do the work to get there. So we can practice these things. The path is practicing these things so that we're able to allow our emotions to fully express, okay? And without pressing or, without forcefully pushing them out, but through movement, our body talks to us. Through some sort of movement, our body talks to us. And we must observe this movement and what our body is saying in order for us to allow this expression to happen. And maybe that's crying, or maybe it's feeling creativity, or maybe it's anger. It doesn't all have to be negative that comes out. It could be, highly positive emotion that comes out as well, that needs to be expressed. So it will lead us to feeling less constricted and less tight in the chest space, which is the energy of the heart chakra, which is governed by lungs, by arms, by shoulders, by hands, which is why when we open our arms for a big hug, it's connected to that space. So when we are able to open up this constricted space, whether it be by doing heart meditation, by breathing deeply, or by movement that opens up the heart area, when we feel less constricted, we're able to be our true self and listen to what our truest self is saying, not all the things that pile up on top of that true self, whether it be judgment or fear or anger. And our true essence is pure love. So that's what our true essence, down to the core, to the dust, is pure love. So if there are any obstacles in your way of doing anything to get you from now to your final destination, you can bring those at the end during the meditation, and we can have Ganesh burn them away. But in the meantime, we will find movement to open up this heart space of ours. So take a little more time to breathe. If you haven't moved into 3-part breath, move into 3-part breath right now. So breathing into the belly and then feeling the ribs expand to the sides as well and behind you, and then bringing it up to the chest, and not just the chest, but the tops of the ribs that are protecting the heart space. If you breathe deep enough, you'll feel that spot expand also on the sides. It won't just expand up, it'll expand back and on the sides. So it's almost like you're breathing underneath the whole rib cage to get into that heart space. And sometimes it feels a little awkward because the diaphragm really moves a lot and you can feel it. But this is the area where we'll be breathing deeply and focusing on. So slowly now you can roll to your side and get yourself up gently to come into cat-cow. And then notice here as you're moving, where the breath is flowing, where the breath is getting stuck. And notice how it feels to breathe into the chest during this movement. We're trying not to rush any movements today. We don't want to rush our heart ever, do we? So we want to take our time and breathe slowly and fully and consciously, as we always do. And then come into puppy pose when you're finished with cat-cow. If your shoulders are really tight, you can open up your arms wide and bring them, as wide as the mat. Otherwise, keep them in line with the shoulders. Keep the hips over the knees. Let the forehead touch or the chin touch. Allowing the space behind the heart to kind of softly melt down if it can. And then come into slowly back to table and back into downward facing dog. Start to make your movements, start to welcome yourself to the practice if you haven't already. Looking at the hands, lining up wrists, pressing into knuckles. Maybe turning the head from side to side a couple times till the ears land right in between the biceps. Broaden the shoulders, making more space for that breath. And then after you get all the wiggles out, find your stillness, where your hands are so rooted, they're glued down, pressing forward, so your chest comes towards the thighs. And then look to the hands and come into ragdoll. So a nice wide one. And let your fingertips touch. Don't go for the elbows right away. Let your hands touch, let your fingertips touch. And just feel that connection there. Let the head be really heavy, but tune into the fingertips. It's the first entrance, that energy that we're touching down into the floor, but through the earth is the first energy that's coming, like a grounding energy that comes in through these fingers, moves up the arms, into our shoulders, into our chest. And then interlace the hands behind the back if that's okay for you. If not, do any other expression that feels okay. This one will open up the heart as well, as you can tell. Again, let the neck be free. Just let the hands fall forward. And then release the hands down. Heel toe your feet together or hips distance. Firm up the legs and roll yourself up to standing nice and slow, squeezing the ears up or the shoulders up to the ears as you come up, and then pushing the shoulders down, relaxing the hands at the side, just connecting to mountain pose, Tadasana. Shoulder blades push down the back as much as you could. You can feel them almost touching your ribs. And then inhale, reach the arms up, fingertips touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back in a plank and take a second in plank. Take a breath or two, moving around, pushing the ground away. And then when you're ready, you'll lower down nice and gently and move through Cobra or up dog, depending what you need right away. And down dog. And just allow your breath to be free. And look to the hands, inhale. Exhale, step the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastitihi, bring the hands to the heart. And re-ground the feet. Reopen the chest by pushing the shoulders down. And again, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Straight up, stretch up. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, no rush. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Bhujangasana, roll the shoulders back, shoulder blades down. And then Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in and out. Look to the hands, inhale. Exhale, step forward. Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, firm the inner thighs. Hands to the heart, Samastitihi. Again, take a moment. Feel your hands lightly touching in front of that heart space. And one more time, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow down, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha, again, opening heart. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up or Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, inhale deeply. And then exhale fully. And do that a couple more times, feeling the rib cage corseting in as you exhale, emptying the lungs completely and filling them up to the top. And then do a little check-in where you're at here. Where are you physically, emotionally, mentally? Now inhale the right leg high and exhale, low lunge. Bring the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. And then exhale, bring the hands behind you to interlace the fingers. Okay, take a couple breaths here, as always, pulling the energy of the feet towards each other. Okay, and then just letting your back hand kind of creep down towards your knee. So really opening the heart here. Now take an inhale. And then fold forward on the exhale with, like a humble kneeling warrior. And then inhale, come up. And then exhale, humble. And again, in. And fold. And then inhale, reach the arms all the way up. So release the hands, stretch up, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra pose, heart space focus, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Anjaneyasana, so just circle the arms back and up. Again, taking the time. As you exhale, bring the hands behind you, interlace. And then stay for a couple moments here. Again, squeezing the feet towards each other, lifting the heart up and back a little bit. Now inhale, and then exhale, fold humbly. And again, inhale. And exhale, the arms are lifting up, trying to get over the head. Inhale. And exhale. Release the fingers. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Again, shift into plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. And check in. Now we'll move on a little. Inhale the right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Now keep the back knee up. Squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale, high crescent. And again, just slowly circling the arms up, opening the shoulders. Stay for a breath or two. Notice the back leg is super strong. And then slowly interlace the hands behind the back. Squeeze the palms, lift the heart. Inhale. And then exhale, bow down humbly. Your back heel's lifted because we're in high lunge. And then inhale, come up. Notice the front foot where the weight is. Exhale, fold. Let the weight move into the heel as well. One more time, inhale. And exhale, fold. Let the belly touch the thigh. Release the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up. Look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a second. Notice how you felt about it. If you were wobbly, if you were really sturdy. And then inhale, come into plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, pull the body forward. Downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Firm up the legs first, and then come into high crescent. Bring that right hip forward if you haven't, and then again, firm up that back leg. Straighten it if you can. Interlace the hands behind the back. And if you're feeling wobbly, remember you can look down and move the left foot a little to the left. Sometimes we're on a tightrope and we shouldn't be. So inhale here, squeeze the shoulder. And then exhale, belly to thigh, humbly bowing. Inhale, come up. Rebend the front knee if you lost it. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Release the hands. Inhale, reach up, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, come down into down dog. And again, notice how this side was. And breathe into the heart, no judgment. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, bhujangasana or up dog. Exhale, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And slowly come into child's pose. Keep the palms glued down onto the mat. Inner palms press deep. Elbows lifted if possible. Broaden the shoulders. We're breathing in love with each breath. We're breathing in compassion. We're breathing in fearlessness. We're breathing in courage. They all lie in the heart space. Just waiting to burst out of us. Come back into downward facing dog. Now, if you have any obstacles that you know about, we're gonna sway them aside in chair pose. We're gonna sweep them aside in chair pose. So look forward as you inhale, and then exhale, step the feet to the top of the mat. And then inhale, chair pose, but let's stay in chair pose for a minute. So sink deep. Most people think this is more on the legs, but it could be a lot on the chest and the back muscles. So imagine someone is pulling your arms backwards and you're lifting your heart. And then come to stand. Bring the hands to the heart. Again, Samastitihi. Breathe deeply into that area. It may even feel awkward to breathe that deep into that area. That's okay. Now, chair pose. Inhale. Let's sweep anything away from us. Exhale, sweep to the right with the hands. So they're just sweeping and we're twisting a little the upper body. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sweep to the left. And again, inhale. Exhale, sweep to the right. Sink into the heels. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, sweep it away. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, step back and flow through Chaturanga Danyarasana. Now the fun begins. Inhale, the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Now inhale, high crescent. And then exhale, airplane arms. So you're gonna lean the belly forward and then squeeze that imaginary ball. You don't have to humbly lean all the way down. You're just leaning a little bit where the bottom of the belly touches the fat. Squeeze that ball, use the front heel, okay? And then with the inhale, we're gonna come into kneeling lunge. So bring the knee down and then inhale, reach up. Now you can keep the back toes up, especially in the flow, because then we're gonna come to standing after this. It's gonna be fun. So firm up the arms, inhale, and then exhale, Ekapada. So you're gonna lean forward and then step off that front foot to lift the left foot and bend the knee into Ekapada. Okay. And here we are, palms face forward. Again, the heart is so open, shoulder blades pressing down, tailbone in a little bit, and then reach the arms up, inhale. And then figure four, exhale. So bring the foot down, the hands to the heart. And if you are challenged with balance today for some reason, you don't have to sit back. You can just stand also with the figure four, okay? Otherwise, we're gonna lean back like we're in chair pose, figure four. And then I tuck the chin a little bit because when you're looking forward, your neck kinks. So get your neck long. Heart open, hands are by the heart, right? So we're breathing deeply there. And then inhale, reach the arms up and extend the leg. And you can extend the leg high or low, it doesn't matter. So this will be the inhale. Let's take another one. It's a nice balance for the ankles. And then exhale, high lunge with airplane arms. So slowly, you're looking forward, not down, putting the foot down. And here we are again in airplane. And then notice that your weight probably shifted to the front of the foot and then bring it into the heel as well. Now from here, this is the dance part, the flow, the creative part that feels nice. We're gonna come into reverse warrior here. So you're just gonna put the back heel down and then reach the left arm forward, circle it back, and then circle the right arm up for reverse warrior. Okay, and then bend into that front knee and stretch out of that right hip. Inhale here. And then exhale, extended side angle. Any version, the gentle version here, or you can extend down if you're feeling it. Use the arm to help rotate the chest up and lengthen the neck. Press into that back heel, don't forget, and then notice the front heel engaged. And then inhale, reverse warrior again. Reverse, stretch that side body, making room for more air in the lungs. Exhale, chaturanga, dandasana. And let's do the other side. We'll do that side slow as well. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale the lunge. Now here we are. Firm up the legs. Inhale, high lunge. Sink down a little bit. Let the thigh, front thigh descend down parallel with the ground. And then on the exhale, airplane arms, leaning just a little bit forward, but lifting the heart. Shoulder blades, I'm still pushing them down. I could almost feel them jamming into my ribs. Now bring the back knee down. Inhale, kneeling, Anjaneyasana. Stay for exhale or two. Firm up the legs. Notice where your thoughts have gone and just bring it back to the breath. Now we'll move into the fun part. Inhale and then exhale, Ekapada. So you can lean forward, bring the hands down, and then push off to lift that right leg. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, figure four, and see where you're at on this side. If you can sit back, sit back. If you can't, don't. Maybe tuck the chin a little if you need to. Don't lose focus of your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, extend the leg. And then exhale, high lunge airplane. So look forward, put the foot down, squeeze the imaginary ball, lift the heart. Now let's dance into reverse warrior. Put the back heel down, reach the right arm forward, up and back, and then left arm comes up and back. More like the Joffrey yoga ballet. Inhale here. And then exhale, extended side angle slowly. We're just moving. Imagine that your shoulders want to come back to touch a wall behind you instead of hunching forward, just in case. Press into the front heel. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath, check in. Look in between your feet and then roll your inner thighs a little bit backwards, back towards the wall. So when you're looking at your feet, you're not seeing your heels at all. And then let's flow all of that with chair pose. Remember, love, compassion, courage, fearlessness. It's all with us right now. Inhale, look to the hands. Exhale, step the feet, top of the mat. Inhale, chair pose. Sweep to the right, exhale. Inhale, chair. Exhale, sweep to the left. Inhale, chair. Sweep right. Inhale, chair. Sweep left, clearing the path. Inhale, chair pose, lift through the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, flow through vinyasa. Keep the rhythm of the breath. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane arms, lift the heart. Kneeling, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, Ekapada, press into the front heel, lift up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, figure four. Inhale, Ekapada, extend. Airplane arm, high lunge, exhale. Reverse warrior, dance your way in. Extended side angle, exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior again. Exhale, flow through a vinyasa. Take a full breath in, 3 parts. Full breath out. Inhale the left leg. Exhale the lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, airplane arms. Knee down, Anjaneyasana, inhale. Ekapada, exhale. Reach the arms up, inhale. Stretch through the side body. Exhale, figure 4, heart lifted. Inhale, Ekapada, extend. Exhale, high lunge, airplane. Reverse warrior dance, inhale. Exhale, extended side. Inhale, reverse again. Exhale, flow through Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra. Down dog. Full breath in, belly expands. Full breath out, relax the heels, relax tension in the face. Now, let's inhale, look to the hands. Next, I'll step forward, forward fold, feet together if you can. Inhale, chair pose. Sweep to the right, clear the path. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, left, clear it. Inhale, chair pose, heart open. Exhale, clear it away. Inhale, forward. Exhale to the left. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, step through Chaturanga or skip it, remember. Whatever your body's telling you to do, you need to listen to express properly. So if you need to skip or take a break, do it. Just a friendly reminder. Let's move. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Strong legs. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, airplane arms. Knee down, Anjaneyan. Ekapada, out. Arms up, inhale. Figure 4. Inhale, Ekapada. Exhale, high lunge, airplane. Reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale, extended side. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, flow through. Keep the same rhythm. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, a lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Airplane arms, squeeze the shoulders. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, knee down, lift up. Exhale, Ekapada. Inhale, reach up. Figure 4. Inhale again, Ekapada. Exhale, high lunge, airplane. Reverse warrior, inhale. Extended side, exhale. Inhale, reverse again. Exhale, flow through Vinyasa. Stand down dog. Reconnect. Find the integrity in the pose. Take a couple breaths as deep as you can, feeling maybe that awkward feeling of breathing so deeply in the chest cavity. And then slowly come down into child's, or maybe you're feeling puppy pose. You can come into a puppy as well. All right, come back into downward facing dog. Bring the right foot forward, however you want. Warrior one. Okay, hop that back heel down, press into the front heel, reach the arms up. Warrior one. Warrior of the heart. Of course, we have to do this one. Okay, hips are facing forward, mostly. Press into the back heel to shoot energy up and out of your chest like fireworks, like glitter coming out of your heart space. Arms are firm, face is soft. Focus is at the heart center. You can focus on a green color as well. Just vibrating in the front part and the back part. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, squeeze. Humble warrior exhale. Bowing down to yourself. See if you can bring the left hip forward and the right hip back, and you might need to rebend into the front knee. Usually we lose it here. Notice balance in both feet. That part can be a little challenging. And then inhale, come back up to warrior one, sink into that knee, and then exhale, come to stand. All right, we're gonna just do airplane pose, but we're gonna take the left hand on the heart, the palm on the heart, and the right hand on top of the left hand, okay? Shoulders down, extend the left foot forward and flex it. I like to start this way. Inhale, feel your heartbeat. Exhale, warrior three. Keep your Cobra chest lifting. Keep your focus at your chest, your heart space. And then slowly come up. Feet together. One sun salutation. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Good halfway lift. Step back into plank and lower down. Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then recommit to this pose. And then look to the hands and bring the left foot forward. Warrior one, back heel is down. Really firmly on the ground. Reach up, turn the right hip forward. Maybe you need to tuck the chin a little to keep the neck long. And then imagine someone is pulling your arms back a little bit for just a little back bend, but you're lifting out of your hips to do that. Out of your hips and shoulder blades down. Interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, squeeze and lift. And then exhale, slowly fold, keeping the weight in both feet. Turn the right hip forward a little. Left hip goes back in space. You can look down at your foot or you can look at the back foot, the front foot or the back foot, depending on your balance. Humbly bowing to the love in your heart, to the compassion, to the strength, to the fearlessness, and to the courage. Slowly come all the way up, release the hands, reach them up, inhale. And then come to stand, exhale. Left hand on the heart, right hand on top. Extend the right foot forward, flex it, inhale. And then slowly exhale, warrior three. And you're just going to the place where you can. Use your core instead of your lower back. Keep the breath smooth. And then slowly come up. Feet together. One more sun salutation, maybe the last one. Inhale, arms rise, gather all the goodness into the palms. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, open heart. Exhale, step back into plank, open heart. As you lower, open heart, sternum pulls forward the whole time. Good. Now slowly come forward and then lower yourself down. We're going to do Danyarasana Floor Bow, where you grab your feet. If you don't like this one, regular Shalabhasana is fine, or Sphinx pose maybe. Okay. So you're going to bring your forehead down, bend the knees, grab the outer edges of your feet or maybe even your ankles, press your pubic bone down. Now you're going to feel your quadriceps here, right? And your hip flexors. That's fine. Take a moment, especially when you press the pubic bone down. Now, when you're ready, bring your knees closer together and then kick into your hands to lift your chest, and then tuck your chin right away so you're not gazing all the way forward. You're trying to come up to the soft part of the belly. If your knees don't lift, that's okay. You can still kick and really open the heart. And then slowly release. Turn your head to one side, full body breath. And then one more time, full body breath. Press your stomach into the mat. And then come back into center. We're going to do that one more time. Or again, you could do any other version of a back bend. Here we go. Grab your feet, knees towards each other, and then kick into the hands. And then notice if your knees are splaying out, and just bring them back in. Kick and lift. See if you can steady the breath, soften the face, focus on the heart. And then release, turn to the other side. Full body breath. Again, pressing the belly into the mat, exercising the diaphragm. And then bring your hands back to the mat and press yourself slowly back into downward facing dog. And then take stock of this down dog. How do your shoulders feel? How does your back feel? How do your hamstrings feel? Pigeon pose. Lift the right leg high or come down to your back for figure 4. And then exhale, or half pigeon, I should say. Bring the right knee outside of the right hand, adjust. All right. Look back at your left foot so it's nice and straight. Turn your heart forward. You don't have to fold. You can stay right here. Otherwise, you can come down when you're ready, when you're nice and balanced, right? Your hips are always balanced here. They're not dipping to one side. Slow, long breaths. You want the exhale to be longer than the inhale now, if you can change it. And maybe that's by breathing in for 3, exhaling for 6, or inhaling for 4, exhaling for 8. Even inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 5. That's fine too. Make it a little longer, a little louder, a little warmer. And then check in with your heart. See if it still feels constricted when you're breathing so deeply. And then just continue breathing deeply. Slowly come up to the hands. Come back into down dog. Or if you're on your back, you can just stretch your legs. Take a body stretch. Or you can also come into down dog. Now you can bring your left knee forward. You can lift the leg or just bring it forward. Adjust. Notice the difference in the side. Don't judge it. And then take what version feels best to you on this side without having to compare it to the other. Stay even in the pelvis, and then you can fold if you want to. Again, we're just focusing on long exhales, loud, warm Ujjayi breath, and full heart space breathing. Where can you soften a little bit more? And you can imagine that this breath that's breathing into this a little bit more constricted space is massaging the area. My breath is massaging and softening my heart space, softening the rib cavity, the bones, so that my heart has more space to breathe and flourish. Releasing whatever it needs to release. And maybe it doesn't happen in this moment. Maybe it happens later today or tomorrow, or maybe not yet. Maybe it's not time yet. But again, we don't judge. We just breathe and massage it and tell it it's okay and that you're here for it when it's ready to release. And then slowly come up, come back into final down dog. Take a moment, notice the energy in the left leg. And then slowly come down into your knees. You're going to extend the legs forward. And we're going to take a little twist. All right, so we're going to take the right knee and you're going to bring it in, not touching your inner thigh. It's in line with your hip. Otherwise, you're going to take this right foot and bring it over. Okay, and you know the third option will be to bend this bottom leg. Okay, so whichever you need. Right fingertips go behind you, push down into the fingertips to lift your sternum first, and then hug the knee. Inhale, lengthen, pull the belly in, and then exhale, twist. And now you can inhale and fill the belly. And exhale, empty the belly. So keep pushing the knee into the arm. Remember, if you're sitting in the other position, you don't want the knee to cross the midline. You want to keep it in line with your hip bone. And then slowly come back into center. Extend the legs. Extend the legs wide as the mat, okay? Move your bum out of the way, stick your tailbone back, and then slowly come forward. Maybe you grab your toes, your ankles, maybe you don't. Keep a flat back and just stick the tailbone back and the pubic bone back. Shoulders away, feet flexed. And then come into center. And then left knee bends, and then come into whatever version on this side, which could be different because maybe your right knee is bothering you and you can't bend it, so you need to keep it straight. Remember, we honoring our body. Inhale, lengthen, pushing into the fingers, and then exhale, twist, pulling and pressing knee and arm together. So you're feeling your outer hip engaged this way too with that action. Keep trying to breathe as fully as you can, as high as you can. And then come back into center. Release those legs. And again, feet are going to be as wide as the mat. Here we go again, moving our flesh, lady flesh out of the way. And then slowly fold forward, pushing back, 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 pubic bone and tailbone. Sternum pulls forward, neck is long. And notice if your feet are turned out a little, and then push your inner thighs down. So your toes are in one line. If you look at your toes, they're not, on an angle. And then slowly come up. We're going to gently come down, lying on our backs. Here we go. Let's come into happy baby. inner or outer edges, ankles or backs of knees. And right away, spread your sacrum down onto the mat. Feel almost both hip points connected down, shoulders down, and then move if you want. Continuing this conscious, deep, deep breathing. And then bring your knees into your chest for supine twist. Extend the arms. Actually, something that'll be nice is actually bring the feet down, lift the bum, bring it over an inch or 2 inches to the right, okay, to the right, and then put the hips down. Then bring the knees into the chest. You're crooked. Slowly let the knees drop to the left. So then that way your right hip is a little bit more stacked on top of your left. That's why we do that. Use your left arm if you need to lift and turn your chest to the right. So both shoulder blades are down. And then you can use your left hand if you need more guidance to get a deeper twist. And you're just observing where your breath is gone, observing your physical posture, your muscles, your bones, what you're feeling in this pose. And then slowly come into center. And then straighten yourself out. And then again, lift your bum up, bring it over a couple inches to the left, put it down, extend the arms out, knees into the chest, and then slowly drop them to the right. And then use that right arm to help lift and turn your chest to face the ceiling. You can gaze to the left, and then you can use your right arm if you want for more guidance. I like to rub my IT band from my left hip all the way to the knee. So I'll do some rubs that way, so to press down to get a little deeper, but also to massage that area. And then come back into center. Straighten yourself out. Take anything else you need. Otherwise, hug yourself into a ball. Hug yourself. Hug, hug, hug. Kiss your knees. Give yourself a little peck, couple of pecks. Hug, hug, hug. We're still here, I know. And then slowly release into Shavasana. So we're going to stay in Shavasana for a couple minutes, and then we're going to do the heart meditation at the end. Okay. So open up the feet, take up space. Palms up to receive. Get all the movements out. And once you do, release your breath. You can also squeeze your shoulder blades like a half an inch together, maybe an inch towards each other, so you can feel a lift in your heart. Release every bone, every muscle. Let the spirit just absorb. Every time the mind wanders, I invite you to bring it back to your third eye and maybe visualizing a beautiful green color to symbolize the heart. And maybe you feel and you can sense or visualize green just emanating from the heart space on top of your body. And then slowly start to deepen the breath. Feel your fingers and your toes and your ankles and your wrists. Go ahead and get your morning stretch for the second time, or maybe for the first time if you forgot to stretch this morning. Bring the knees into the chest. We're going to roll to the right side so we can have more space for our heart. So we'll roll over to the right side, the right hand for a pillow, letting the heart not feel constricted as maybe it would on the left side. And then slowly press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Sit however you feel, and you can even sit in a chair if you want to for this meditation, so you can keep your heart elevated, keep your spine, your torso elevated as much as you could. Now from here, we will hold this meditation for 3 minutes. Okay, and once you find your seat, shoulder blades down, neck long, heart open, you're going to take your left hand, turn the palm out, and bring it in front of your heart space. And so your heart space is lower than you think it is. A lot of times we bring it up here, but bring it down. Take your right hand, palm to touch the left, and then interlace, lock the fingers. Okay, so right thumb is on top, left thumb is on the bottom, right? And again, we tend to move up here, and you want to move it down here, kind of where like if you get the wind knocked out of you in that area, I forget what it's called, but you'd have it there. Okay, shoulders down. We're gonna, when we inhale, it's nice and soft. You don't have to pull or press. You just relax. You inhale deeply as much as you can into the chest. And when you exhale, you pull onto the hands as hard as you can, but without causing strain to the face or the neck, okay? And you just let the exhale go, and then release on the inhale, pull on the exhale, okay? Go ahead and close down the eyes, and let's begin. We'll take the first inhale together, nice and smooth and soft. And then exhale, pull, 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 pull. So we're strengthening chest muscles, arm muscles, shoulders. Continue here on your own, releasing on the inhale, pulling on the exhale. So any obstacle that's in the way, it can burn right in this area. So it's fire. The Ganesh Mudra is fire, but the heart space is air. So you're going to burn it in this mudra and let the heart space take it away. Could be one obstacle, it could be a bunch, it could be nothing that you know of right now, and you just want to focus on the heart space. Do it. We have a minute and a half left. Maybe just check in with the spine and the torso, that the shoulders are over your hips. Get the breath as deep as you can. Focus is at the heart space. Anytime the mind wanders. There's 30 seconds left. If your arm's starting to get tired, just lean into the discomfort, acknowledge it, and continue breathing deeply. Shoulders relax, neck is free, heart is full. Finish off your next exhale. And then you'll slowly keep the eyes closed and just release the hands down. Keep the chest lifted if you can. Just breathe. Notice any energy in the arms and the shoulders and the chest. And then bring the hands to the heart, Anjali Mudra, heart space, nice and soft. Let them touch really softly. Close down the eyes. Again, just feel, notice. And then take a breath in, breathing in, I am love. And exhale. And breathing in, I am compassion. And breathing in, I am fearlessness. Breathing in, I am courage. And breathing in one last time, I am abundance. And bring the thumbs to the third eye and gently bow forward in gratitude for all things. Namaste.